Temple football realized that its opponent in UConn was coming off a hideous 70-31 home loss to Memphis last week, but by the time the final whistle blew on Saturday afternoon, the Owls had made the Huskies' defensive unit surprisingly look competent, as Temple laid an egg at home, losing 28-24 on homecoming weekend at Lincoln Financial Field. A bevy of drop balls, misreads, and penalties were catalysts to the Owls' woes, as UConn managed to score 21 unanswered points between the second and third quarters, and the Huskies' 28 total points on the afternoon was just enough to help them snap an 8-game losing streak in American Athletic Conference play. Temple head coach Jeff Collins says the self-inflicted wounds throughout all 60 minutes were detrimental.
The kids' fault. I thought we had a slow start, went down at halftime down, and I thought we responded well, moved the ball well in the second half, but you cannot start slow and expect to win ball games and then give up 3 points. We gave up 14 3 points that you cannot do. Looking at the numbers, 473 yards of offense versus 247. Just the stats that pop out right away are the 11 penalties from 100 for 112 yards. That is completely on me. So anytime you have that many penalties, that's on me.
The game happened to begin on a high note for Temple as halfback David Hood drew first blood with a 1-yard rushing touchdown to help make the score 7-0 Owls midway through the first quarter. But UConn's offense suddenly clicked in the second as Huskies quarterback Bryant Sheriffs threw for 2 touchdowns, one to receiver Quavon Skanes and the latter to Hergy Malyala to give them a 14-7 lead at halftime. On the first possession of the third quarter, UConn scored again. This time, Sheriffs connected with Arkeel Newsome for a 6-yard score to help make it 21-7. After Temple receiver Isaiah Wright caught a 9-yard touchdown pass from Logan Marchie, which cut the Owls' deficit to 7 in the third, UConn's defense made up for its recent mistake 2 drives later, as Huskies defender Tyler Coyle picked off Marchie and ran it back 34 yards to the house, which helped make the score 28-14. Temple managed to score 10 more points in the fourth quarter with help from halfback Raquel Armstead and kicker Aaron Boumeri, but UConn's defense prevented any big plays late, which eliminated Temple's hopes of a comeback. The upset loss dropped Temple's overall record to 3-4, and its record in AAC play now sits at 1-3, which comes as a shock to Marchie, who wound up throwing for 356 yards on 54 total throws.
We didn't execute out there today. We got to catch passes and we got to make the throws that are there and move the ball better. But I thought we did that good in the second half. Coming out in the second half, moving down the field, and you just got to make the plays that are there. We go out each week expecting to go 1-0. So bowl eligibility it's there. It's a possibility, and we're going to get it.
In total yards, Temple's mark nearly doubled UConn's, but the Owls also doubled the Huskies in penalties, with 12 on the day for 117 yards. Temple's leading rusher was Armstead, who carried the ball 9 times for 31 yards, and Hood was the leading receiver, bringing in 8 receptions for 91 yards. As for Sheriffs, he completed 18 of 28 passes for 105 yards, with 3 touchdowns and an interception caught by Owls defensive back Delvon Randall. With 7 games in the books, Temple has 1 game left before its bye week as they head north to face Army at West Point in upstate New York next Saturday, with kickoff scheduled for noon. With the Owls in South Philadelphia, Tom Hanslin, WHIP Sports.